Good afternoon, everybody. This is Karen March from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. And this is my pet bird, Freedom the Parrot. And back on December 18th, 2011, I adopted Freedom from Feathered Friends Forever Rescue and Sanctuary in Harlem, Georgia. And he lived outdoors freely for 3 years in an aviary with several other Amazon parrots. And he has a leg band that is closed, and that indicates that he was born in the USA, as opposed to being wild caught and brought into the US, which that, by the way, has been illegal for many, many years. So you cannot bring a parrot in from another country. And of course, poaching today still goes on. And I belong to World Parrot Trust, and we donate to them in order to promote the protection of the wild parrots and promote the betterment of captive birds like Freedom. So almost a year went by that I was unable to contact or find out who the breeder was, where Freedom was born. And so almost a year later, on November 5th, 2012, after months and months of trying to look up on the internet his leg band number and that type of thing, I found L&M Bird Band Incorporated in San Bernardino, California at 12:30 p.m. So again, it was L&M Bird Leg Bands Incorporated, and they are actually a manufacturer. And Freedom's veterinarians up in Charleston suggested I go that route to try to contact the breeder. So anyway, I told Anne my story, and she had asked for the number on the band, but I cited security reasons not to provide the number. But she said it's the only way to really track it. So she found a match in 3 seconds, and she said the breeder hadn't ordered from them in years. She called the breeder for me and got permission for me to call. So I ended up calling John, and he had been breeding Panama Amazons for 20 years, and he had not used the J&L leg band for 10 to 11 years. And he goes by a different band now. He said Freedom was at least 10 years old at the time, and if you add in the 3 years in the aviary, 1 year with adoption, people did come get him, but brought him back a year later, and Freedom spent some time inside the Feather Friends Forever building, so that would make him, at the time, about 15 years old. He's currently 18. So the breeder, he would let the parents raise the chicks for 2 to 3 weeks with no incubator, and then the chicks were hand-fed for 6 to 8 weeks. And then the weaned birds were sold to pet stores in New York, New Jersey, and Michigan. And he was a wholesaler. And he said he was surprised that Freedom ended up at Feather Friends because these birds, Panama Amazons, are not in abundance. Again, with the import laws in place. So he has Panama Amazon parents that were in the breeding program. But also, John said he had a yellow crown Amazon mate with a Panama to produce a hybrid. And a breeder was in Riverview, Florida, near Tampa. And he said military people used to carry Panama Amazons, the actual birds, into the country. The breeder did not try to offer any detailed information such as the exact birth date or the parents' names or backgrounds. But I was lucky to get the information that I did. And so the reason I'm sharing this information with you today is to let you know, it's important to learn your captive bird's heritage, because that knowledge can later explain why the bird acts the way he does, fears or enjoyment, etc. And Freedom really enjoys listening to instrumental jazz, and he will sing to it. He'll say la la la, or he'll just do a little humming sound. All right, we're going to sign off live. Freedom, do you want to say goodbye? Freedom had a big day today. We're excited to share this information with you, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon. All right, we're signing off live from Hilton Head Island. It's Karen Martz and Freedom the Parrot.